Orange County Registered Digital.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to OCVarsity.com for our OCVarsity Gridiron Show. I'm Steve Fryer here with Dan Albano and Carlos Harris. We're here at Tesoro High School where the Titans are getting ready to play Mission Viejo. Huge South Coast League game. We'll have a big segment on that in our OCVarsity Gridiron Extra program. Guys, it's week 8, week 9, week 7. I don't know what that week 0 I can never keep.
Week 8.
Okay, week 8. I can with that week 0. Why don't they just call week 0 week 1 since everybody plays, and call week 10 week 11 because it is the 11th week of the season, and it'll just stop the confusion to help me out a little bit.
Teams are only going to be 10-0. The best you can be, 10-0 going into the playoffs.
Okay, you're 10-0 over an 11-week season.
There's a bye.
Okay, how many weeks to play in the NFL?
Was it 16 weeks in the NFL, I believe?
No, it's 17. They have a bye week.
Bye week, okay.
See, that's where I'm going. Okay, let's get back to work here, guys. Los Alamitos versus Edison. That's a Sunset League game. That game's at Huntington Beach High on Thursday. Los Al picked up a running back that kind of helped them last week against Marina. Am I correct, Mr. Albano?
That's right. They picked him up from the lower levels. His name is Skylar Whitehead. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 175. And he looked real impressive running the ball last week again in a big victory against Marina. And I think he gives an added dimension for Los Al in this big Sunset League showdown with the defending champion, Chargers.
Okay, so you've got Edison winning that game, as do I. And Carlos Harris, agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree. Edison is, they're battle tested. They had those only two losses were to the Trinity League teams.
Yeah.
Their defense is what really impressed me when I saw them against Servite. The numbers didn't look that great, but they really held Servite in check pretty much in that game, except for a few big plays by Travis Waller.
Yeah.
But still, Edison's D, I think, is the difference in this.
Orange Lutheran and Servite this week. That game's at Orange Coast College. If my memory's good, Cerritos College. It's one of the JC's places. So Cerritos College. Servite looked really good last week. 30-14 winners against Santa Margarita. Dan, you and I were at that game. Watching the level of play that Travis Waller went, the quarterback for Servite, from the De La Salle game to Mater Dei that game, he was great. He's a handful that Orange Lutheran's got to take care of because he's awful tough. What do you think of this game? Orange Lutheran, Servite, who takes this one?
This is a great game.
Yeah.
Travis Waller looked special last week against Santa Margarita. Throwing the ball in the first half, you were saying that's the best you've seen Waller throw the ball. I think you're right on. And he ran the ball so well when they needed to milk the clock. And then Orange Lutheran, I think this matchup's pretty good for Orange Lutheran because they run the triple option.
Mm-hmm.
So they practice a lot against the option, and that's what Waller burned a lot of people on, is running that option.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to kind of bring this game a little bit closer. So this is a tough game, but I'm going to pick Servite in a close one.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they've got a little bit more oomph on the interior lines, like you're alluding to there, Dan. But if Orange Lutheran wins this game, I ain't going to be surprised because Luke Langdon and company do really run that option thing good. What do you think? Orange Lutheran, Servite, or Orange Lutheran? What do you got?
You know what? I'm going with Orange Lutheran. That triple option gave St. John Bosco all kinds of problems. Only problem is Bosco has so many skill position players that you can't stop them all game long. So that's the only reason why they lost to Bosco. I'm taking Orange Lutheran.
Carlos, you and I are going to be at kind of a fun game Thursday. We try and move it around and see a lot of different teams play. Calvary Chapel and Laguna Beach. Drake Martinez graduated from Laguna Beach. Everybody thought, maybe Laguna Beach going to fall off the face here. It did not happen. No. They got another good running back over there.
Yeah, Nate Lancaster is awesome. I think he went for 300 yards last week. He's blowing up. And then at Calvary Chapel, they were picked to finish dead last in the Orange Coast League. No way, with first-year coach Chris Cox. And Danny Matero, the quarterback, is blowing up. I think he has accounted for like 15 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks. He's been a Thursday Night Football Madness MVP all year long. Boom, it's Calvary Chapel.
So that's what's going on. Big week of football here. We just took a look at 3 games. There's going to be so much more going on. Thank you to our expert producer and director behind the camera, Jonathan Khamis. And thank you for visiting us here at OCVarsity.com, where
we got you covered.
Thank you.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.